Your thoughts there on what we heard from President Trump in terms of a key resolution, at least towards this phase one trade deal. No new news there, but he did once again, I guess, threaten to ratchet up these tariffs.
He did, and we're seeing really a very high-stakes game of poker play out in real time here. I think the president maybe is a little nervous that Chinese policymakers saw a touch of weakness with this push towards a phase one trade agreement, and I guess he's trying to slam the door closed on this tariff relief. Really, I think he wants to have the tariffs still in place to give him leverage towards a potential phase two agreement, and also maybe to show that he's not gone soft on China, he's not given up too much to get this phase one agreement.
And where do we go from here then? Because this uncertainty we know is weighing into equity markets, but it's weighing into growth as well, and you have downgraded your global growth forecasts.
We have, and it's been very clear over recent months and quarters that the trade policy uncertainty is having a very clear effect on the global manufacturing cycle, on the global trade cycle too. And the worry is that this will persist. It does seem that maybe there's some potential for a phase one. We're seeing, a touch of high stakes negotiations going on at the moment. But even if we do get a phase one agreement, I think there's still underlying concerns around the future of these supply chains, the way that trade policy has been politicized and used as a political weapon. So I don't think even a phase one necessarily gets rid of all this policy uncertainty that's really had a dampening effect on business sentiment.
James, I mean, when we come towards such a deal, we are taking 2 steps forward, it seems, and 1 step back here. I mean, the most of the narrative surrounding this suggests that this phase one deal would be very much the very low-hanging fruit. So, of course, if we get a deal on that, naturally attention will turn to phases 2 or maybe even 3 here.
Exactly. I think phase one covers off all the stuff that is maybe easier to agree on. The US absolutely wants China to import more agricultural products from their farmers. There are small concessions made by China on intellectual property protection, market access. But the really difficult and challenging things around state aid, around broader industrial policy, that's all been kicked into the long grass here. And it seems really, really difficult for these two parties to come together. So really the sense is that while this phase one might cause a détente for a period of time, the issue is very much live. And our fear is that the escalation maybe moves away from direct tariff action, more towards non-tariff action, so more impact on individual companies' operating practices, more impact on regulation, more impact on reciprocal FDI. There are many ways that this conflict can play out from here.